Okay, we're live. We are live. I know it's late, but we'll do a stream. Oops. Hang on a second here. Let me just make sure this is working here. Let me make sure this is working here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Test 1, 2. Test. Okay, you can hear me. All right. Guys, can you believe we're doing another update stream? Can you believe it? Another moving update stream? I thought we were done with the moving update streams. Nope, we were not. We were not done with moving update streams yet. Yeah, the treadmill. We'll talk about that. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Late night. Here to do a little update. Hey, Sarah and AJ are moderating. Thank you. Sarah and AJ. Chips Not Chunks is here. This is pretty late. 11:17. Sharon Heberling, Austin, Upstate Albany, Walking Show. Colligan Craft, Cindy Jones, Madison Ferris, Nikki Kennedy, Winnie Lincoln, Agrush, Lark Sporadic, Red, Darren Markley, May, Black Wind, Pan, Gone with the Gale, Sammy Boy, Roxanne Betke, UV Lightning, Alexander Ferguson, a Google user, Arizona Jumper BZ, Darren Markley, Adir, Margaret, Machinina, Kitten Duo, John Hughes. Boy, I need a haircut. I have to do it. I got to get that done. Maybe tomorrow I'll do my haircut. So many things to do. Peppy the Frog, Sammy Boy, Josh, Ben, Nikki Kennedy, Pan. Yeah, there's been so much going on with this move. Gone with the Gale, Sonic, LT, Kimberly Barr, Justin B, Erica, the Pharmacist, Kenro, Gordon Got K-Drama, Callie Voltaire, Krista Borden, J. Marie, Susan Louise, Bald Merks, Should Be Sleepin', LT, Dorian McLean, Pete Mercy, Andrew Broadwater, Athletics, Arizona Jumper, Marlena Martirano, Jennifer Herring, Brian V, Jody Ross, Maple Hub, Geraldine Carstensen, Erica with a Heart, Terry D24, Michelle K. Marava, Lisa Remo, Nadia, Rosina Lucibello, Linda Belka's modding too. Thank you, Linda. Jason Chandler, Roland Fernandez, Leon Ruger, Colligan Crafts in New Orleans, Megan Desi. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to have a little bit of a moving update coming your way. I'm going to cut my hair very soon. Believe me, you. I would have cut it today. I didn't have time. Kariba Gayan. Darren Markley. Gone with the Gale says, I feel the fatigue from moving, finally unpacking from the emergency packing, moving from the ceiling flood last year. I just got a message from Al. Al had asked me, my friend Al, who you've met, he'd asked me, he's getting new internet, so he'd asked me about my internet speed, but I think he's getting the right one. So I wanted to message him back, because I had been neglectful and hadn't gotten to it yet. Okay, so let me catch you up on some things. I do appreciate you joining the stream. And I'm sorry we've been so I'm sorry we've been so... I'm going to tell Al I'm texting him during the stream. Sorry, yeah, absent, as Sarah says. It's just been very busy, but I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I really can. It's been there's a lot has gotten done in the last 2 days. A lot has gotten done in the last 2 days. Let me say this. Treadmill. You may notice it's assembled now. It wasn't assembled last time. How about that, folks? How about that? No, Rita, it's crazy. The lighting just looks okay. I literally have one light in this room. There's going to be more light in here. I have one floor lamp in this room. This whole room is being lit by one floor lamp. It just doesn't look so bad on camera. But, I mean, my face is lit unevenly. But, yeah, there's going to be more lighting in here. I don't have anything set up. But it's coming. So if you remember last time, the treadmill was, look, I'll show you. This is last time. See the treadmill in the corner? Well, now it's set up. Sonic says, hi, treadmill. Furniture coasters, thank you. No, I haven't gotten them. I haven't needed them. I haven't needed them at this point. So that's improved. No, this. I have a separate room where my bed is in. Okay, so you'll notice the treadmill's there, right? That got done. Today, I got my DMV stuff done. I have a Massachusetts license and a Massachusetts license plate. And I'm going to tell you about that because that was so frustrating. But it got done. There's been some fixes that needed to be done to the apartment. That's starting to get done. The stuff that I needed to do, I believe almost everything is done in the studio. I could go in there and broadcast. I'm going to mount I'm going to have the fixer guy mount the TV in there. But aside from that, pretty much everything's done in the studio. I have to get a TV for this room because my TV got broken by the movers. I think I figured out one I wanted, and I'm going to order it and get it here, and then it'll get mounted on the wall. And then this desk is going to be moved to face... Basically, the treadmill and the desk are going to face the TV. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's the best way to arrange it in this room. So I have to get the TV in here, but... I mean, the treadmill getting done is a big deal, and all the stuff with the car getting done in my license is a big deal. And that got done. I think for up here I'm going to get a 65 TV. I used to have a 55. I think I'm going to get a 65. I might get one for downstairs too. I think this may be like kind of like. I think what I might end up doing is set up I don't really have a room for a couch in this room. It's weird. I don't want to arrange it a certain way. So I think in 3 months, when I get more of the place, when I get the whole place to myself, I'm going to put a couch in another room. And I'll put another TV there. Or bring this one down here. I don't know. Depends. Yeah, downstairs there's a couple more rooms. And so, anyways. Oh, Al is here. Al Bo is here. Hello, Al. We were just messaging. Yeah, I'll tell you about how it was at the Registry of Motor Vehicles. AJ, I assume the TV mount will work out. The treadmill was quite a project, but the guy who did it was very nice. I got to leave them a good review. Well, I'll run on it first to make sure it works well, and then I'll leave them a good review. Okay, so anyways, this room will be better. Things will be better in here when I get the TV, and then I move this desk. I got the printer set up. I hadn't gotten the printer set up yet. I finally got my printer set up, at least temporarily. So that's got done. So things are coming along. They're coming along. And then the hot water heater I found out in here is broken, so that's getting replaced maybe tomorrow. I have no hot water right now, but that's fine. I mean, it was just discovered when I moved in. Okay, so that stuff is progressing. All the stuff I have to do. Here's some stuff I have to do. Yeah, Darren, it probably took about 2 hours for them. It probably took about an hour and a half for them to get the treadmill together. It was a complex thing. It was a bit involved, but they were nice. So I have to now take my car in for a car inspection. By the way, today, like, this is an example that you ask, like, why are you not on the air more? Like, today, I got up early and like the fixer guy was here. So I had to be around. He was doing some stuff in the studio, by the way, fixing some stuff in the studio. And then he did a couple other things and I had to be around for that. So that was my morning with the fixer guy. And then there was a whole ordeal at the Registry of Motor Vehicles. So like my whole day was taken up with that. Just the first, 7-8 hours of my day. And then I had to eat something, and blah, 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 blah. So, anyways, so everything keeps stretching out. So I have to take my car in for an inspection, which they have to like check your emissions of your car. You have to, within 7 days of getting your registration. So I have to do that. I have to get the PO box set up. I got to do that, right? I think I can do that from here, actually. And then I got to go get it. So those are a couple things I need to do. I still have some addresses to change. The DMV in Orlando was fast, not here. The fixer guy. Hey, Jake from State Farm is here. Deborah Barron is here. Nosy Rosie. Yeah, my eyes they're not blue, but they look blue because of the weird coloring. It's because I'm on my webcam. I don't even have my camera set up. When I get the TV and I move this desk around, I will then set up the camera. I'm on the webcam right now. I just have to, I'm waiting for the TV to get here. I got to order the TV. Okay. So, but I think the two of the big things I had to do were get the treadmill done and get the car stuff done. And I got those both done, except for getting the inspection on the car. So it's moving forward. Also, I've been borderline sick. I've been kind of sick the last few days, actually. I've been coughing, and like worn out. So that's happening as well because I've been so crazy moving. Although tonight I'm feeling a little bit better. And I'm going to tell you what happened at the RMV because it was so crazy. All right, and I want to talk about last night too. Deadwing is here. I want to talk about last night. I tested myself. I tested myself 2 different times on 2 different days. I don't have COVID. I took the self-test. I ordered, you can get 8 free self-tests if you sign up. It's free. Federal government will send you 8 free self-tests. So I took 2. I took 1 2 days ago and 1 yesterday. Nothing. I think I just have it's just being run down and stuff. But aside from the sore throat kind of cough, not even sore throat, just a cough. That's all I have. No runny nose, or anything. I mean, who knows? You can always get it, but so last night I normally would have covered the abortion thing. I normally would have covered the Roe versus the leaked thing, right? I mean, I obviously would have gone there and covered it. When that came out, I was feeling so terrible. So I was feeling so worn down and terrible. And on top of that, my day had been kind of crazy dealing with stuff, and I hadn't eaten in 7 hours or something. So I was feeling terrible and I hadn't eaten. And it's I was so wiped out. I was I just can't cover this right now. I don't even have the energy to set up the broadcast. So it was unfortunate, but I couldn't cover it. And then today, normally I would have done a stream, but I told you, like, I was dealing with moving stuff all day. So it's just, it's part of moving. It's part of moving. What can I say? But I just couldn't. Last night, I just, when it happened, I was so exhausted and like sick and hungry and not good. Sarah says they do the actual vote in June. Yeah, I mean, I'll cover it when the ruling comes out, and I might do a stream on it anyway. Yeah, I mean that's why I didn't. I just was in no shape to cover it, so I feel bad. But I think the last time I got sick was like 2.5 years ago. No, the windows aren't open, but I can open them, which is nice. It's actually nice in here. There's these windows on the second floor. I can just I can open the windows, and I can open. The nice thing is I can get unlike my last place, I can get a cross ventilation because I can open a window like in the kitchen and open a window out here, and you can actually get some air going through. Rita is here as well. So I know we haven't been on much the last couple of weeks. It's just I got to get all this stuff done. But it's getting there. I mean, again, the last couple of days, the treadmill was big and the car stuff was big. I think that one of the last things I need to do is just I think I'm going to try to go tomorrow and get my car. I got to get it done. My car, the smog check or whatever it is. Kay Body is here, not feeling well. Kay, feel better. The Talking Head is here. Lynn Moore, Angelina Knox. See Michelle Sparks. Yeah, so look, I said earlier, by the end of the week, I think things will be more back to normal. It's now Tuesday. I got to get my mom a card. Crap. I got to get a Mother's Day card, mail that too. I'll do that tomorrow when I go get my my card test. By the way, I lost a credit card. I think I lost it in this apartment. Seriously, I don't know where I put it. I had it on Sunday night. It was last used on Sunday night. I know where I used it. They do not have it. I really think I had it here somewhere. I think. It's possible I dropped it or something, but I really think it's here in the apartment somewhere. I just don't know where it is, and I just have to report it lost and get a new one. No one has used it. It has not been used. I really think I lost it in the apartment. This is the kind of stuff that happens when you're moving and exhausted. Can't find it. Don't know where it went. Yeah. Rosina said check all pockets. I think I have checked all pockets. It might have, who knows? Maybe it's in my car or something. I don't know, but it's just... This never happens under normal circumstances. I don't know. Michelle says bookshelf. I have no idea. Kenneth Jones is here. Right. Rita says when you cancel it, you'll find it. I'm sure. So I'll probably cancel it right after this and just order a new one. I don't think it's a particularly big deal. Oh, thank you, Nicholas Barubi. That's very kind of you. Nicholas says keep it up. Yeah, we'll get the moving stuff done soon. There's a lot that got done. No, it wouldn't be at my mom's place. I should go look in the car one more time. Callie Voltaire says the car. I should maybe when this is done, I'll go and look in the car one more time. But I really don't think it's there. I just think, well, who knows where it is. But I just need, if I can get a couple more days. Yeah, Sonic, that's the place where I was recognized. That's the place. And I have checked with them. And they do not have it. And I didn't think I really left it there anyway. I think I took it out somewhere. I think maybe I took it out somewhere here and then it just fell down or something. Is it on the floor? I don't know. I feel like it dropped down on the floor. or something like that. Yeah, I'm sure it'll turn up at some point. Or maybe I had it in my jacket and didn't realize it, and then I took my jacket off in the car and it fell out or something. Who knows? I looked underneath my keyboard. I looked in between all my papers on my table. It's just not here. I really did look. I thought it would be on my desk somewhere, but I do not see it. Anyways, it's okay. It's not I have other credit cards. It's not a big deal. I will change it. The one problem is I think I use it for some auto billing stuff. So now I'm going to have to change the auto billing. Wonderful. Yeah, it's at 77 pool bop. It's just going to show up, I think. It's okay. It's really not a big deal. No, the last time it was used was at the place I checked with. That's the last time it was used. Anyways, Too Sick is here. Hey, thanks Linda Belk and AJ and Sarah moderating. Thank you. I mean, I normally just put it right back in my wallet, but it's not in my wallet. Denise Horton is here. Okay, so Kameshwari Kate is here. Anyways, okay. I want to tell you about what happened at the RMV today because it drove me crazy. Jeff Curry is here. I was looking for my lost credit card, which I'm going to cancel. Jeff Curry is here. Hello, Jeff. Okay, so I went to the RMV today because I had to get my license. I had to get a Massachusetts license. I had to get a Massachusetts license plate and a Massachusetts title. So there's all this paperwork you have to bring. You have to bring like different documents and stuff. But I'd assembled all that. So first of all, I had an appointment. I had an appointment for 2:20 p.m. and I got there at 2:05 p.m. Right? I don't think they saw me until 2:50 p.m. So that was bad itself because I had an appointment. When I went to Orlando, they saw you right at your appointment time. But in the Boston, the one I went to in suburban Boston, I had to sit there for half an hour, even though I had an appointment. So fine, whatever. So then I get called, and I go up to the person, and the person says, I tell the person I'm here to do this and this, and the person says, "Where are your documents?" It's like that. Like, where are your documents? And I'm like, now I have a bunch of documents because I'm there to do a couple different things. I'm there to change my license. I'm there to change my, registration. I can't remember which documents go with which. So I say like, oh, which documents? And she's like, the ones you said you were going to bring in. Because like you have to like fill it out beforehand. It's like, I don't know, just help me. So immediately it was already like a person who was like mad at me and not being helpful. She could have just said, oh, the ones for the license are A, B, and C. But the ones you already agreed to bring in. So I had to figure it out myself. Okay, so this person did not want to be helpful and did not like me. But then, this is the worst thing. This is the worst. Yeah, the RMV is the same as DMV. But then this is the worst thing. So one of my proof of addresses, which I had agreed to bring in, was my lease, my apartment lease. My official apartment lease. I have a signed lease, okay? Signed lease. I signed it yesterday, or a couple days ago, whenever it was. So I hand over the lease. I have the actual lease. I hand over the lease, and she says, oh, we can't use this. And I'm like, what? She's like, we can't use this. I'm like, well, that's my lease. And she says, well, it has the word delete on it. And I'm like, what? So on my lease, one of the paragraphs on my lease, you know, my landlord is someone in my family, but like one of the paragraphs on the lease, just like any landlord could have done, the landlord wanted to not have that paragraph in there. So there's like a delete stamp on there. It's like a black stamp that says the word delete over a paragraph. You know, it's common in a lease for amendments to be made in the lease, like in this paragraph or this paragraph. And in this lease, there's the word delete over one paragraph. So the person working at the RMV says, well, I can't accept this. It has the word delete on it. And I'm like, well, that's like a common thing on a lease. It's delete the paragraph. And she says, no, I can't accept it. Yeah, Rita who does real estate. Rita knows. It's a paragraph with the word delete on it because it's a deletion of the paragraph. And is that an official policy of the RMV that if it has the word delete on it, you can't accept it? Also, if someone wanted to cancel a lease, they would write void on it or cancel. Why would you write the word delete? That doesn't make any sense. No one is canceling a lease by writing the word delete on it. Delete? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense that you would write delete on a lease because the lease was like void or something. So anyways. But she says, I was going to go crazy. And then she says, look, you can go print up another document. She says you can go. Then she turns to good cop. She's playing bad cop. She says, don't get upset. I'm going to try to help you. So she says we have these computers, and you can go sign on the computer and print up another document. Now she doesn't really get specific. She just says she's like, go print up a bank statement or something else. She didn't even, I don't even remember what she is, but she's like just go print me up something with your address on it. It was kind of unspecific. She didn't give me a list. She didn't be specific. She was like, go print up something else. So I go over to the computer, and which is probably has stolen all my info. I gotta like change my passwords now because I'm sure it's stolen my information. So I go over to this computer, and I tried like, so I went to my health insurance and I printed up. I go to my health insurance site and I print up my enrollment information. It says you are enrolled in this health plan. This is your address. Now, when you enroll in health insurance, you have to provide proof of address. So I figure, okay, I have my health plan, my health insurance, well-known health plan. It has my address on it. It says I'm enrolled. So I go and bring it back to her. Okay. So I go back to the window and she says, oh, you're going to have to wait. There's now several people in front of you. Several people. She didn't say you have to wait for this person. She said you have to wait for several people. Why I have to wait for several people, I don't have any idea. I was already here. So now I have to wait for several people. Okay. So I wait for several people to do whatever with this person, with this woman. Then she says, you can come up now. So I hand her the thing and she's like, oh no, this won't work. I'm like, why? It's my health insurance. It literally is my health insurance document with my address on it. She's like, no, this isn't a bill. This is your enrollment. This is your enrollment, proof of enrollment. I'm like, so? It has my address on it. She's like, we can't accept this. I'm sorry. And it's like, what planet are we on? So anyways, at that point, and then so this is what happens next. So now I say, look, can I talk to a manager or something about the lease? Because you're not accepting my lease. This is a real lease. You're saying you're not accepting it because it has the word delete on it, which is clearly just the word deleting a paragraph, which is common for a lease, and you're not accepting my lease. So I'd like to talk to like a supervisor about this. Okay? Because like at this point I'm like, are they gonna like not let me do this? So this is the best. So So she says, okay. So she brings over this other woman, and the woman walks over, and I say, hi, so, I brought my lease in, and, she's telling, I'm told you can't accept this because it has the word delete on it. And like, as soon as I show her the lease, she sees the word delete and she goes, oh no. That's what she said. Oh no. We can't accept this. And I'm like, but this is like a real lease. Like I said, like having delete on a lease is a common thing. And she's like, not here it isn't. She says, not here it isn't. So she's giving me all this attitude like I'm running some scam. Oh no, I'm not going to let you. It was as if I was trying to pull some trick on her and she wasn't going to fall for it. She'd seen this trick before. That's the attitude. Oh no. Oh no. This isn't going to fly here. She really said, oh no. And she said, not here it isn't. So at this point, I'm so frustrated. It's like, whatever, I'm just frustrated because of the principle of the thing. It's more the principle of the thing. Excuse me. It's like, I feel like I'm on Planet Crazy. I'm on Planet Crazy where no one acknowledges that in a lease, sometimes landlords and tenants make annotations on certain parts of the lease, and that the word delete that's clearly on a single paragraph clearly is in the rest. The document is a signed document. The word delete is not what you would do if you were going to cancel the lease. You just put delete on one paragraph. It doesn't make any sense. And also, it'd be one thing if somebody working there said, look, I know this lease is probably a real lease, but we just have this rule that there can be no other stamp on it. They don't say that. It's like as if I'm trying to run some scam. And it's just like, what planet am I on right now? So anyways, and they're giving me all this attitude. And I was getting really frustrated because of just the principal thing. And at one point, and one of the officers walked by behind me. I thought he was going to come and drag me up. So anyways, yeah, it's their attitude. If they had just acknowledged that I had a point, but they wouldn't acknowledge it. So anyways, then the original woman's like, look, I'm going to help you. You can go print up something else. And I'm like, well, what do I print up? And at that point, she gives me a list and she says, here's this list of documents. Now, she didn't give me the list. If she had just given me this friggin' list the first time I printed something up, then we would have been fine. Because she gives me this list and she starts reading things off the list. She says, bank statement. I'm like, oh, a bank statement will work? And she's like, yes. So I'm like, I can go do that. But remember, the first time she sent me to print something on the computer, she didn't bother showing me the list. She was basically really dismissive of me. And she was just like, go print up something with your address on it, which I did. I printed up my health insurance enrollment with my address on it, which you wouldn't accept. So now she gives me the list. So I got to waste more time going over to the computer and waiting for the computer. And then I finally printed up my bank statement. Now I'm sure somebody's stolen the password for it, so I got to change it. And then at that point, that was acceptable. But it was really the attitude of the thing. It was just that was more of everything. But I was so I really, it's so annoying that, again, oh, you have the word delete? You have the word delete on a paragraph? Well, how could you possibly think we would accept that as a lease document? And then it's like they acted like I don't know. I have a hard time imagining this is part of their official policy. I bet it's all a judgment call. But it's like, have you people seen leases before? Why would I? Also, clearly it was a legitimate lease because clearly I have all these other documents showing I live there. Anyways, so, Oh, another thing, the person who was, assisting me, when she first took my picture for the license, she said, you can smile if you want, okay? But then I guess she had to take it again because of all this stuff with the documents. The second time, she didn't even tell me when she was taking it. She didn't say to smile. So my license picture is just me not smiling because I didn't know they were taking the picture. Then she started complaining when I was talking to her, just sort of complaining to herself about she was complaining about how everybody was getting emotional. She was using this phrase. And then 10 minutes later, I heard her start saying it to one of her coworkers. It was just very strange, the whole experience. It was a very weird interaction. It was one of my more unpleasant tense interactions. I just thought she was going to say, go home and you can't, we're sending you home. We're not going to do this for you today. So at least it got done. Believe me also, look, I am sympathetic to somebody working at that job, right? I'm sure they deal with a lot of crap. And I really do try to always treat service people well. But I was quite frustrated with this but my frustration was really over the lease thing most of all. I couldn't believe that no one was acknowledging my point that it would be common to strike a paragraph from a lease, and that didn't show that the lease was void. It was all about that. This was at the RMV. But the supervisor's attitude about it, oh my gosh. Rita, am I right about this? Rita, am I crazy? Am I crazy, Rita? That there was a paragraph on my lease that said delete with a black stamp delete. It wasn't handwritten. Just over that one paragraph, not over the whole page. Am I right that that's not a crazy thing to have on a lease? It's just a paragraph that's deleted. That's not showing the lease is void. Rita says any amendments to the agreement does need to be initialed and dated when any notations are made like that, but they're not being reasonable. But they didn't say that to me. They didn't. Rita, what they said is, I can't accept it because it has the word delete on it. That was said to me repeatedly. It wasn't about an amendment. It wasn't about initials. It was, no, we can't accept this because the word delete is on it. That's what they told me. Both people said this to me. Nobody said, it needs to be initialed. That's not what they said. They said, it has the word delete on it. That was what they told me. Not even handwritten. I should check out what was deleted. Yeah, it's just a specific clause. It was like the part that was deleted is there's a part that says the rent will be this. And then there's then that's part A. And then part B of the clause says, however, if in any tax year, blah, blah, blah. And so the part deleted is just this. It's like the lease says your rent will be this for this term. And then under that, there's a paragraph that says, but if this happens, and that part is deleted. It's like an understandable, it's clearly someone who's just removing one specific clause in the document. Oh, Sonic says delete. You now can't accept this donation. I can't accept it, Sonic. Thank you. But thank you anyway, Sonic. Thank you. But again, I would not have been I would not be have been as nearly as upset if somebody acknowledged my point, rather than treating me like I was a criminal trying to use a common scam where you use a lease that has been voided by the stamping of the word delete on a paragraph. Also, it was my real lease, just so you know. It's the actual lease. It's a real lease. It's signed by me and the landlord. So anyways, that was where my frustration was. Also, the frustration of just telling me to go print something up and not being specific about it, and then I print it up and then they won't accept it. So it got done. I was concerned that it wasn't going to get done. Oh, I'm sorry. I know the camera's bouncing up and down a little bit because it's on the monitor. When I actually have the real camera, this is the webcam. When I have the real camera set up, it won't do that. So that it's something that should have taken like 15 minutes and took an hour and a half. I thought they might tell me to leave, and I actually thought they might have a police officer come over and like escort me out because I was getting so frustrated. So no, they accepted my bank statement, which I printed up. I had forgotten about my bank statement. I was like trying to think of like, what could I print up? Then I tried to print up my cell phone bill. But the problem with it is I had my one from last month, not this month. That had my old address on it. But I really thought I was going to have to like come back. I wasn't thinking very clearly because I just foresaw this. I foresaw this situation where they were going to say, "No, you can't do this today," and because I had, even though I had my real lease with me. Yeah, Mercy Case is glad your appointment wasn't for nothing. Oh my gosh. Robin Banks is here. No, I didn't have a utility bill with me. But again, the bank statement was fine. When I was told I could use that. That wasn't really hard to get. Anyways, so that was that. Sonic says he would have tried to aggravate her further. Well, I just wanted to get out of there. So in retrospect, I could have not gotten so upset. But this is what happens. What gets me upset is when people are being like irrational. What really ticks me off is if I say something which I think is just obvious, and then the person I'm talking to like won't acknowledge it. That's what really it drives me crazy, and this idea that like the word delete on one paragraph on a lease just shows it's like a fake lease or something is so ridiculous. Jesse, when I went to Orlando, it was great. DMV stuff was great. Anyways. I think I was subconsciously so scared of this tanking my whole day. Oh, thank you, Sherlock Hemlock. He says, here's to smooth sailing from here on in. Hey, thanks, Sherlock Hemlock. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Megan, there was no empathy on their side. Exactly, Megan Desi. If there was at least some empathy, then I would have been much more okay with it. Also, I guarantee you they don't have a policy that says if the word delete is on it, we cannot accept your lease. That is not part of their policy. No way. Now, maybe they have some other policy, but no one's telling me what the policy is. No. Okay, so the person just hated me. From the moment I started with that person, they hated me. Okay. No, it's not a built-in bookshelf. It's my bookshelf. It's my bookcase. Rita says, I guarantee you they are not there to validate lease. You can literally write a lease on a napkin and call it a day. It's not their job to determine if it's real or not. It's a good point, Rita. I wonder if that's like, I don't know. There's probably some kind of vague regulation where they like in their rules, which say if we think that it might not be legitimate, we have the right to not accept it. But again, it's so clearly just somebody deleting a particular paragraph from the lease. No one writes delete on a paragraph to void the lease. Anyways, okay. So that's that. That was very frustrating. Again, in the big scheme of things, you can, looking back on it, like, what did it take? An hour and a half to be there? So it's not the hugest deal. But in the moment, it was really annoying. I was so angry. I was really angry. I was just doing a news check. Sorry, I saw a couple things here. What is this here? A couple things about China I wanted to retweet. Okay, now, what's going on here? Okay. So we talked about that. I got that done. Again, in case you missed it, I didn't cover the abortion stuff last night because I was sick and exhausted, and I hadn't eaten at all for hours, and I was in just terrible shape. So I apologize for not covering it. And then today I was just totally busy doing moving stuff during the day. I'm feeling a bit better. You can hear me coughing. Okay, now. All right, talked about that. Oh, I got to do an opening. Oh, and I have a moving compensation update. I have an update on moving compensation. I'll do that first. So the movers, the movers broke a bunch of my stuff. And when I got here, the movers here said, oh, the movers who packed your stuff did a terrible job and they messed up. And then also there was like a leak in the truck. So I had to throw out our giant rug and a giant rug pad because it was all drenched. So they really messed up. So the movers initially made a compensation offer of roughly like $400, which does not cover the damage, right? One of my TV got destroyed. It was smashed up. Like I think the TV like flew across the truck or something like that. Like they did not secure it properly. So the TV got destroyed. The rug and the rug pad, together. I think when I originally bought them, they're like $500 because it wasn't cheap to buy the rug and the rug pad. So I'm not going to make back what the retail value of the things, just to be clear. And then there was some other stuff that was damaged, right? So the initial, look, they've been very nice about it, though. They've been nice about it. So the initial offer was like $4 something. And then I was like, well, I don't agree with that. I mean, the damages are like more than that. Then they upped it to like $6 something. And I think we're finally close. I asked them if they could, I said, that's better, but I still like think it's like low. So I think, the last offer was like $8 something. I'd like them to get up to $9, and then we can be done with this. So at least they have raised their offer. By the way, it's just as my dad always used to say: if you don't ask, you don't get. Who knows? Maybe I could have asked for more, but at a certain point, they make their offer. You say it's too low, then they make the second offer. I mean, at a certain point, I don't think they're going to make 50 offers. But I do need to buy a new TV, and so I'll just put the money towards a new TV, I think, to begin with. But they've been nice. At least they could have just never raised their offer, but I wouldn't have been very happy with that. So that's progressing. But let that be, a message to you, which is just, if you get an offer you don't like, then ask for more. Rita says you have not because you asked not. Well, Sarah says they can't use the receipts and give you what you paid. Well, first of all, they would argue two things. First of all, they would say, well, your stuff isn't brand new, so we don't have to pay you the new value of it. But I have to replace it. Second of all, what they would say is, so their insurance typically only covers it like 60 cents a pound, right? So I didn't get insurance to them. I have renter's insurance. So I don't really want to go through my renter's insurance though, because it's like, there's a deductible for that. So, but the reason this is different is that it was their mess up. This isn't just like normal something gets broken. This is clearly like negligence or failure on the part of the moving the packers, and on failure on the part of the truck for having a giant leak in it. So they had two different total failures that they admitted to. So that's why it's different. But no, they're not going to just replace stuff based on the receipts. And, and I do understand, though, in the sense that, like, there's, they could argue, like, I could say, I could say to them, well, I have to replace my TV. And they'd say, fine, go buy a 5-year-old TV, right? They know how old my TV is. They have the receipt. I bought the TV in 2015. So they could say to me, you go buy, yeah, fine, okay, we'll pay your replacement costs. Go buy a 6-year-old TV. So in this model of TV, so there is some depreciation that goes on, so I understand that. So I just, who knows? Maybe I could ask for a lot more, but at a certain point they make one offer, then they make a second offer, then they make a third offer. But I don't know how many offers we're going to get, and I'm fine with it if they just up it a little bit more and we can be done with it. And look, a bunch of stuff did get here. It's not like the stuff didn't get here. Who knows? Maybe I should be asking for a lot more. I don't know. Let me say this too. They're not just sending me offers. So when they sent me the second offer, they offered a bunch of explanation, right? They're not just sending me numbers. When they sent the second offer, they offered like a detailed breakdown. They said, well, we looked at your receipts and this is how we calculated it and this is our policy. So I took the language of their second offer to be suggesting, well, we're not going to start offering you way more than this, just to be clear. Now, who knows? Maybe they would have. But I feel like in their communication to me, there was in the second offer this suggestion that we're not really willing to raise this much more. But again, maybe I could have asked for more. You never know. They have all the pictures. I also don't know. It's an interesting question of I could always, I guess, sue them, but in the absence of suing them, I can't demand them pay me, right? You're probably Linda's hearing a whirring noise. You might be hearing just the computer fan. I mean, it's pretty quiet in here. Anyways. Rita says, back and forth in negotiations typically go 3 strikes and then out. So I did. I got their first offer, and I didn't give them a number back. I got their first offer, and I said, that's not good. We got to do more. Then I got their second offer. And they were kind of acting like, well, we're not going to go much higher. And I was like, okay, well, that's better, but I'd like to see if you can do better on this. Then I got their third offer. And now I've asked for a bit more than that. But I'm not, anyways. Maybe I should have asked for more. I don't know if I would have gotten it. We'll see. Rosina says, what are the replacement costs? See, the problem about replacement costs, well, I don't know. Maybe I want the rug. I don't know how the replacement's all going to go. But the problem with replacement cost is that they're not going to say they could, I don't know what, they could say what they want. But again, if I have, my TV is from 2015. So they're not going to say, like, they could say, well, your replacement cost isn't the cost of a new TV. Your replacement cost would be like if you had a 6-year-old TV or 7-year-old TV, 6.5 years old. So what's the cost of a 6.5-year-old TV like the one you have? That's... Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about the rug, Sarah. I haven't decided yet. So... But that's what I'm saying. No. Again, somebody, I could ask for more money, but I'm just, that is an argument they can make. Yeah, and the whole thing about suing them and all that stuff, that's a whole thing. Anyways. So we'll see. I'll let you know. Rita says they're trying to keep their number low so that they just self-insured it and don't have to file a claim themselves and pay a deductible. Anyways, who knows? Maybe I should have asked for more. Thank you, Gringo. Gringo says, cheers to the treadmill being rebuilt. Thanks, Gringo. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, basically, again, I might be wrong. I might be wrong about this. I thought the way they wrote to me in their second offer, I thought was saying like we're not going to go that much higher than this, and I might have been wrong about that. But they do have the option of saying, look, we're off. They could always say we're offering you this. That's what we think is fair, and then what am I going to do? I can either take it or I guess sue them, right? I would assume those are the two options: take it or sue them. Am I wrong about this? Am I wrong about my two options here? Take their offer, whatever I can get it to, or sue them. I think that's the two options. Am I wrong, folks, about this? Am I missing an option? Rita, I have talked to one of the people on the phone, actually. She's been cool. Right. And Miss Lynn says if you sue, you'll need to retain an attorney. Oh, Rosina says small claims in Massachusetts, no attorney necessary. There's also time and all that stuff. No, I don't think we're going to do memberships here. We do them on AFTV. Anyways. I should have asked our lawyers. I should have asked the people who are lawyers in our chat what to do. Maybe next time I'll do that. Next time I'll do that. I'll ask our lawyers what to do. Callie Voltaire says you could have a lawyer write a letter. Mark Washburn says the limit for small claims is $7,000 in Mass, and you have to pay court fees. You mean $7,000 most you can get? Well, I wouldn't be getting that much anyway. He says a small claims court never requires a lawyer, but you will always only get depreciated values and nowhere what you paid for the item, sadly. Anyways, I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I guess my point is this. My point here's what I say my point will be. I think the number we're going to get to is not going to be hopefully that different from what the used value of the items would be. Do you see what I'm saying? My TV was a 2015 TV. I enjoyed the TV. I paid a lot more for it then, but that TV has a certain value now. Similarly, though rugs, while I did certainly like the rugs, they were purchased. The rug and the rug pad. Let me tell you what year they were purchased in. Those were purchased about almost 4 years, 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago. And they've been used. But again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I could have asked for a lot more money. Callie Voltaire says, Rosina, you could help Lookner because you are a Massachusetts attorney. But again, I don't want to the point is not to just get as much money as possible for them for the sake of getting money. It's to reach a fair settlement. Anyways, Rosina, you're a lawyer in Massachusetts. If you want to write a letter on my behalf, you can message me. Message me on Twitter. They would be annoyed at me now, though. They would, after all our back and forth, I think they'd be annoyed at me if I said, you know what? I changed my mind. I want more. I could always say I looked into replacing some of this stuff, and it's going to cost more. Anyways, but good advice from everybody. Good advice from everybody. You would also have to deal with finding a new moving company next time. The devil you don't know. I don't know that I'll use them anyway. I will say the person who I've been dealing with has been nice about it. Marzell says, never take the first offer. Marzell, I'm already on the third offer, and I'm already asking them for a fourth offer. Why are you telling me never take the first offer? I'm literally asking them for a fourth offer. We've gone through 3 offers. I feel like unless you're an expert in negotiation, when you negotiate, you're always like, well, I could have done this. But I do have an idea of generally what we're talking about here. I mean, I know about the items. Okay. Gringo, I don't think I can ask for that much now. I don't think I can, given where the negotiation's been at. Zom says, I feel like negotiating can make it worse if you're bad at it. Also, now, let me just say this one more time. Let me say this one more time because I think it's important. And I might be wrong. I got it when they sent me their second offer. Okay? When they sent me their second offer, the second offer, they used this very corporate language and they told me how they calculated it. And I was taking that as like, oh, we're not going to, this is kind of where this is going. Like they said to me, so with the second offer, they said, here's a breakdown of your claim. Keep in mind, we do have a 60 cent per pound policy, but I went above that on most items due to the extent of the damages and the negligence of the movers. So what they're basically saying is, look, this is our official policy. But again, I could just sue them. All right. Anyways, your points. People make good points. You know, you never know. I don't think it's a terrible offer if we get to what I asked for originally. Maybe I should have asked for more. No, yeah, I know. Yes, as suing would be quite a hassle. That is true. All right. Anyways, we talked about that. Good discussion. Good discussion, folks. You know what I just realized? I'm wearing... I didn't even want to get into this. I ordered my new contacts. It's going to be too fun. You know, I have these multifocal contacts now that help me see close up as well as far away. And I ordered the new ones, and I ran out of the trials. So now today I wore the multifocals, but the version that's supposed to be a little better for close up, but worse for distance. So it seems pretty good for the computer, I'll say that. Although for distance it seemed a little worse. Anyways, forget I even said this. How does it look like if I look at my phone right now? Yeah, it's not particularly great for looking at the phone, though. Anyways. Oh, what has this stream become? All right. I'm glad you like the windows back there. Yes, at least, Linda, I a couple different times tried the second version, which is not she recommended one kind, and I said, well, what is the other option? She said, well, here's the other prescription option. And twice I tried it before, and it didn't really make anything better. So I figured, let's go with the one that she thought was right. Zom, you don't have to, the switch between the focal distances, that's with these contacts, it just works itself out. Another thing I have to do, I got to put on my to-do list. I got to go get my glasses. I got to get progressive glasses because right now my glasses are not progressive. And if I try to do a stream in glasses, I'll have a hard time seeing the computer. So that's an important thing I have to do as well. How about that? So I got to do that. Also, I'm considering whether to order I'm still thinking about ordering that air pump for my car so I can pump my tires myself. We'll see if I do. I'm on the fence. Probably will. Michelle Ellerby is here. Hey, thanks Linda Belk and Sarah for modding and also AJ. Thank you. Yeah, more stuff to do. Oh, guys, I think I got something. I think I got something here. This is exciting. Guys. Is this it? This feels light. Is this what I think it is? This is supposed to be something. Anyone guess what this is supposed to be? Can anyone guess? I don't like the shutters. The shutters are coming off. Bob got it. Bob got it. Not just any matzah. Not just any matzah. All my letter openers go. I had a ton of them and now I can't find any. In the other room. I'm going to use my knife. Somebody gave me a knife. Who gave me this knife? I've never used it. I'm going to use it on the ear to open a... This is a knife somebody gave me. Like 2 years ago. Who gave me this? Oh, was it Blue Chainsaw Man? Now I need a knife to open the knife. Maybe I won't use it. I think it's dangerous to use this. I've never opened it because it's so dangerous. It's sharp. Yeah, whole wheat matzah. My whole wheat matzah came. This was given to me like... I don't know what to do with it. I feel like it's dangerous. So I taped it shut. I taped it shut. I was going to open it. I think I'm going to leave it. I don't know what to do with it. I can't give it to somebody. Then they'll kill somebody with it and blame me. I don't want to... You know what I'm saying? It's just maybe one day I'll need it. Like it was a nice thing for someone to give me, but it scares me because it's so sharp. This thing's it's like a weapon. Oh, AJ says Blue Chainsaw Man stopped by last week. Maybe if Blue Chainsaw Man comes by again, well, I'll use it. Let me grab a letter opener. I had 1 million and now I have 2. Where do they all go? Where do they go? Linda says, keep your hands away from the sharp side. All right, we're going to open this now. I hope this is the matzah. The gamer is here. I hope this is the matzah. Get ready, guys. I hope this is my whole wheat matzah. It was supposed to come yesterday. It came today. It's a day late. Oh my gosh. Guys. Oh, look at this. From a third, I went with a third-party seller on Amazon, and I think they came through. There we go. Manischewitz whole wheat matzahs. 3 of these boxes. Oh, it's... Oh no, though. Oh. The box is a little dented. But it looks like they're all in one piece. Is there a date on these things? October 22. They are not expired, guys. Well, that worked. Very exciting. Whole wheat matzahs. I'll show you where I ordered them from. That's great. It worked. Rosemary Hill says, I got the exact same thing with the same expiration date today. Very nice. Mark's likes German noodles. I don't know what those are. All right, it's getting late here. We may have to wrap this up soon. I don't want to stay up too late. I got to get up early. They're coming over to do repairs again tomorrow. Is that the real Sean TV? Hold on. Here's the link. As an Amazon associate from qualifying purchases. Wait, they're on sale now. Lowest price in 30 days. When I bought it, it was like 3 for $14. They're on sale. Lowest price in 30 days. That's who I bought it from, KOL company. Oh, they're probably low price because it's Passover's over. It is real Sean TV. Good to see you, Sean TV. K&M is here. Oh, what day is it? I got to take out the trash tomorrow. Later today, I got to do the trash. Do I have my reminder set up? Let's see. Yeah. So I got to do I got to make sure I take out the trash tomorrow. Yeah, that was a good package for the new apartment. I'm very excited about this. I'm going to have to go to the grocery again, too. So much stuff to do, guys. All right. Guys, I have matzah with peanut butter on it sometimes. Guys, I think it's almost time. All right, it's 12:41. I think it's time. Ice Master Live is here. What can I say? Sean says they have gefilte fish. Gefilte fish are all right. They're all right, gefilte fish. Sean, I hope you are well. Key says that this was distracting me from my problems and now I have to deal with them. Okay, I got to try to get some rest because I am still have a cough. So hopefully my cough goes away. But anyways, so this was a bit of an update. And hold on, I'm just checking here. So I appreciate you guys joining me here tonight for this update. And again, more streams coming soon. By the end of the week, I think I'll have a lot of the remaining, hopefully a bunch of the remaining moving stuff done by like Friday, Saturday. So so we'll be back on more of a normal schedule. Hey, I really appreciate you joining me for this live stream, and I really appreciate our moderators, AJ, Linda Belk, and Sarah. Thanks so much for moderating this late night stream. And all of you guys for watching. And your interesting comments. Thank you, Rosina, for messaging me. Rosina, I don't know if I'll be able to do anything this late. Because I in terms of, we've got, well, I can ask you if there's anything else I can send them. Because I did tell them for the fourth offer, I did tell them, like, look, if you give me this, I think that'll be fair. So I would have to change that now. You know. Yeah, Sean, I got to get the P.O. box too. That's true as well. I'm putting that on my list. We don't have the P.O. box yet. It's on my list. Next couple of days. Thank you, Rosina, for writing me. Thanks for watching. Sammy Boy, Callie Voltaire, Hannikin, Jan Porter, Kirsty, Kitten Doe, Darren Markley, BZ, Jean, Lisa Remo, Sam Stamos, Robin Banks, Dizzle Dog, Robin Neal, Ziggy, Virgo Cat Lisi, Gordon Gott, Callie Voltaire, Key says, Marzel, Jan Porter, Carol HB, Sharon Heberling was here, Sonic, Paisan, Miss Lynn, it's a third-party seller when it's not being sold by Amazon. Kenneth Jones. K-Body. Feel better, K-Body. Jesse, Josh, Paula, Faust. Thanks to all the lurkers as well. Thank you, lurkers. Oh, thank you, Billy Joe Drage. Thank you, Billy Joe Drage from Australia. It's so nice of you. Hoping you get replaced what you deserve, Steve Knight. Thank you, Billy Joe Drage. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Rita, as well. Thank you, Rita, for your donation. Everybody else who donated, very kind of you. Thank you. Carol HB, thanks for watching. Michael Horderwich. I don't know what to do about this knife. I just don't know what to do. All right, guys, I'm going to try to get some rest. Oh, Gringo, that's so kind of you, Gringo. Thank you. Thank you, Gringo, for the thank you sticker and your support. Thank you, Gringo. Very nice of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Rob Van Roy was here from the Netherlands. Thanks, Rob, for watching. Ziggy too. Oh, I also get a hair. I got to cut my hair. I'm going to try to do that the next couple days. I'm going to cut my own hair. Okay, folks. All right, guys. Hey, thanks again so much for joining the stream, watching the stream. More updates soon, and again, should be back more on a normal schedule soon, hopefully. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thanks, mods. And that is it for now. And we will see. Isaiah's granny was watching too. All right. Thanks, everybody. And we will see you very, very soon.